Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 7 of Nightrunners. I can't believe we've got that far. I know, right? So let's do one more
Exciting.
and introduce each other. Hunter, how are you?
Hey, my name is Sir Cuttlefish. I will be playing Hunter Maximum Maximilium, your solo Lissambra for the evening.
And
So,
Jay.
hey, I'm at Ricky Jr. or Brad Hardwick on the socials, and I will be playing Jay Coludo, the charismatic ministry media.
And I am your storyteller, Mike, also known as Feral Enengar. You can find me anywhere under that handle and or here most of the time. Now, some serious matters. This game is a over 18 stream. It will include things of an adult nature, such as blood, gore, violence, sexual themes, power imbalances, things that many people may find taboo. If at any point in time you are made uncomfortable, please walk away. Take care of yourself. Where we last left off, Hunter, Jay, and Tony were all at the warehouse. They had a very long and heated conversation. It was during that time that Hunter received a phone call from his Nosferatu contact in the Faceless Man, Deep Throat. He informed him that the people that had taken the bodies from them were down to a few men in Terra Cognita in Dogtown. They then quickly decided tonight was the night to get a certain someone out. A little 100,000 eddies bounty. If she was still alive. So they left the warehouse, jumped onto their respective vehicles, and began to drive towards Pacifica. What is going through their heads right now?
So, our whole thing is that we're going to extract these people. Jay's pulling out into traffic on the way over to Pacifica in the little gremlin, the back axle holding back. And he's kind of looking in the back of the rearview mirror and seeing Tony in this monstrosity of a mechanized gangrel known as Beast. And he pulls up his agent on his glasses and begins to send a text message over to Hunter. And he's not doing it via his voice like he normally would and speaking out loud. He's just using his eyes to trace over the different letters to send the message. And it happens very, very quickly as cyberpunk technology works. And he sends a message to Hunter saying, I'm a bit worried we're packing too much heat to get this done without getting ourselves in a lot of trouble. What do you think we should do? Dot, dot, dot.
Yeah. I mean, it is Dogtown. I mean, do you want to be attacked by mech while we're there? Can your
Yeah.
sire get us in?
I don't really want to cross that bridge unless I have to. Can't we do it your way?
If you give me another boon.
Sure. What's more debt? Pick me up. I'm gonna ditch. I'm gonna ditch the knuckle dragger tombs. Dot dot dot.
All right.
He
You go pick him up.
turns left, off to the side of the of one of the roads. Looks over the back of the seat and goes, "You guys wait here. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't break nothing."
You can
And
see,
steps out.
as you said, the beast's eyes narrow towards you like a feral animal. and you get out of the car. I need a strength and athletics roll from the two of you. And then a drive and dexterity drive from Hunter.
You are going to slow down, right?
I might. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the first one is 7 with a beast for that one, and then I got extra drive. Take one out. 1, 2, 3. Just 5 successes for that one.
And how many successes did you get? Check.
So I roused to give myself 6 dice, and I actually got a messy critical this time, so I got 3 successes with a messy crit. So,
So, as you see Hunter drive ahead and then do a massive U-turn, you hear cars honk their horns as he skids around them, going over the top of one and down, going towards you. He drives up and turns around once more, another U-turn, driving back down towards you, and he grabs you and grips you by the back as he lifts you into the air. Your leg kicks out and smashes your rear window in the gremlin. You see the beast latch out to grab your leg, but as she does, your foot just narrowly misses, and you can hear growling in the distance, which is mixed in with the sound of Hunter's motorcycle as you're popped onto the back.
sick. This is preem.
You hear more horns honking as you can see, and you turn around, you can see the beast getting out of the car.
Oh man.
100,000 drive 100,000 eddies
100,000 A's is gonna get me a new car.
and redeem ourselves. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Do we owe the beast money since they're property to Tony? Nice. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna go get this person out, right? I cling to.
We gotta get.
to
Oh no
Hunter.
no no! We don't even gotta get them out. All we have to do is destroy whatever is blocking their med tech.
Okay.
So trauma
Okay.
team can come and get them. That's it. That's all. They're a corp, by the way. So yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, that's rocking for me. I don't mind that. Hmm. All right. So we got to find the thing that's the blocker. Get rid of the blocker.
Yeah, I almost
then
wish you had a La Sombra.
Hey, but what if your thing takes out the blocker, but then you're the blocker?
No, that's not how that works for me.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm not like I already roused my blood, so I can use tech.
Okay, all right. Well, let's punch it through Dogtown then.
Okay. Do you want to go the front way or you want to go the back way?
It doesn't really bother me, but let's go the back way.
Back way it is.
All right.
So, Hunter, you have once sneaked into Dogtown when you were getting rid of some evidence, and you make your way towards the back of the stadium. The stadium of Dogtown is cornered off by walls that border on Pacifica, and you can see the neon lights and the large standing lights still emanating in the night. The large advertisement billboards scrolling through. You see advertisements for Zesty's energy bars and Twilight's guns akimbo, made for kids. And
Did you say guns akimbo?
I did.
That's amazing. Cool. Never mind.
And And as you drive, you can see at the back entrance of the stadium, cars are packed up. People are trying to get in this way to either make deliveries or to buy certain items. And you can see Bargeist security walking up and down the roads. It seems that the security has doubled since the last time you were here.
He's gonna drive his bike, park it off to the side somewhere, shut it off, and look at Jay. You ready?
Readier than I'll ever be.
Do you have anything that can be our eyes? Because, I mean, if you watch out, I can get us on that wall and get us down the wall.
I mean, I got some cameras that I can feed into my tech. I could plant a
Can
camera
you,
up there.
yeah, or distract them or something? I don't know, you're pretty enough, right?
I can distract people. That's something. Like start a fight or like just upset people. I can do both.
But you can't just be like, God, sometimes I
Oh,
wish that.
yeah. I can do that. I can do that. I can be real pretty. Real pretty. I can be
Okay,
the
yeah,
center of
yeah.
attention. Yeah, like,
Okay.
hey. You know, I'll strap my stuff.
Can't you get like somebody to start a fight and distract them, and then we can get in?
All right, I can do that. All right, well, drop me off where you want me.
All right. I'm gonna drop him right off in the middle.
Well,
Yep.
again, you're currently parked behind a bunch of other cars trying to get in.
Yeah, I parked. Yeah, where'd they at?
There's a bit of a
All right,
queue
cool.
to get in.
I'll swing.
I'm gonna see what you can do.
Sure, I'll swing my leg back over the back of the bike. Straighten myself up. This is my chance. I'm gonna do it. I'll walk over, saunter over to like the queue where people are like trying to get in, and then like I'll just like ask some guy or some girl or someone how their night is, and I'll just like low talk to them, like just quite quietly, and then like after a moment or two, I'll lean back to the person who may have been behind me by now. There's probably someone behind me. Can't believe it. This guy in front says that Johnny Silverhand was the biggest fucking hack they ever heard of. Can you believe that shit?
You see the guy behind you. Oh, the dude from Samurai.
Yeah. This guy thinks he's an absolute jerk off.
I mean, he's no Carrie Aerodine.
Whoa. Aerodine, now you're speaking my language.
That guy can sing.
I'm gonna activate start getting a little bit pretty. It's like, yeah, man, Aerodine was absolutely the shit, right? And like, I just can't believe like anyone would compare them to someone else. Yeah,
Wait, the motherfucker was comparing Carrie to Johnny?
yeah, absolutely they were. And I'm gonna activate Melanopy, which is I can use abilities in my voice, and I'm just gonna compel them. It's like, I really would love it if someone would punch that guy out for me. Like, that would just be amazing, right?
If that one word is punch.
I'm gonna get punched in the lip. I love it. I love this for me.
So, because everyone's attention is on you because of the awe, and you're telling this man to punch, you see his eyes glaze over. He reaches back and he punches you square in the jaw.
Yeah.
He doesn't see you as a threat. He just sees you as a skinny kid. This guy's pretty brawly looking. He gets so that is 5 successes. Take take 2 superficial. He punches you and you fall back into the guy behind you, who then falls into a guard. The guard turns round. What the fuck? And he butts the guy he smacked into with the rifle, who then falls in another person. And quickly, things get out of hand. Within a matter of seconds, he is back up. He lunges for the guard. You hear women screaming. You hear men punching. You hear gunshots going off. All within a matter of seconds.
Oh yeah.
I activate Silence of Death, and I am gonna quickly go in and see if I can grab him and just get past all this chaos.
Well, as this small bit of a kerfuffle is going on, you can see more guards running towards it. Jay, what are you doing?
I will, with my aura on and everything like that, like I'll overact the fact that I've been punched in the face and basically screech. And then when Hunter comes up to me, I will deactivate aura and let myself be scooped up into the chaos.
And Jay, you do not hear Hunter as he approaches. You just see a pair of feet standing over you as you're sort of on the ground. Yeah. Milking it for
Hit someone.
Yeah, milking it for all it's worth. Hunter, around you're hearing men, women, guards just punching, screaming, yelling, kicking. Gunshots are going off into the air. People are trying to calm it down, but it's just everyone's so hepped up, it's just not working.
I'm gonna try to grab him and get us in there.
And yeah, it's very easy. You reach down,
Can I princess scoop him?
Yeah,
you
have a full bodyguard moment, and you just walk out carrying Jay in your arms. Yeah, like that.
I'm shorter than Jay too, so
it's... And yeah, you guys are able to get past the people who are running past you to get to the fight. Now, there are people coming to now watch this as well, because what else is there to do in Pacifica? And you make your way to the wall that you were going to scale.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you scaling this wall?
We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna rouse my blood to use Oblivion to pull me up there. My arms of Armand. So.
Okay. So yes.
Wait, that's a thing?
I did not get hungry.
I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing. And
You're gonna grab yourself and then the wall and yoink yourself up.
Yeah, grab onto the shadow of the wall and move them sort of up the way. Interesting little skill. I will allow this. Rules lawyers, beware. We allow rule of cool. So,
Very cool.
Wits and Oblivion.
Wits and Oblivion?
Yes.
4 successes.
4 successes, and from you, and from the shadows around you, you see 4 3-meter long tendrils come up, one moving itself around your waist, another under your arm and under this arm. And Jay, you feel a cold sensation coming over you. As you're not being held by these tendrils, but you are in very close proximity to them. It's almost like your shadow is being permeated by these, because both your shadows are conjoined.
Don't make a touching joke.
The shadows...
I knew what you were gonna say.
The shadows wrap around the wall and then around your body. And they sort of pull you towards the wall, and slowly they begin to arch upwards, carrying you flat against the wall, up it, onto the top. Jay, what's awareness?
Okay, so can I add my Kiroshi optics one dice to awareness?
Yes.
Okay, so two successes. Oh, sorry, three successes off my dice.
As you look over Hunter's shoulder, you see
Mhm.
one solitary man away from the crowd. He seems like an older gentleman, tannish skin, bald head, peppered black and grey beard. He's
Mhm.
dressed strangely. He's not dressed in a suit or the modern clothes. He seems to be dressed in something from a different era. It doesn't stand out too much, but it's something that you, as someone who has seen the newest trends, and you would definitely know something different. But he's not watching the shenanigans going on down the way, which are still going on. He is fixated on the two of you, just watching.
Um. So am like while I'm being princess carried, is my head like positioned on Hunter's shoulder, so I'm looking
To
over
behind, yeah,
Hunter's shoulder
yeah.
to behind, so Hunter can't see that. Okay. On your 6 o'clock, Hunter, we got
Hmm.
some creepy old vibe, kind of voyeuristic guy looking at us, looked like he's out of time, if you catch my drift.
So you want me to take care of it, or you take care of it?
No, no, no. Let's just keep going.
Let's keep going. Okay. All right.
Keep going.
Well, don't make eye contact.
And Jay, you notice this man, as I said, is like he's stood out of time. He's bald, neat beard, tan skin. His trench coat is the big thing. It looks 2 times too big. And it looks old. It doesn't look like leather or pleather. It looks like a different sort of fabric that's just covering his body. And he's tall.
Interesting.
He's a reasonably tall man, standing at about 6'1". But he just
Okay.
doesn't break eye contact. He just watches you go over the wall. And when you're both stood on top of the wall, do you jump down, Hunter, or do you just slowly go down?
I'm gonna slowly,
Creep
or as
down.
quickly as I can, creep down because I don't want us to get too.
Yeah,
I saw
so
Jay got
just do
punched. Unfortunately.
a dex athletics just to jump down.
Okay. All right.
Cool. I'm gonna activate Silence of Death as well.
Hmm.
Oh, we're all silent today. You said Dex and Athletics?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason that Jay can hear you talk right now is because he's holding you in his embrace. The cone of silence
Thank you
has
for
been broken.
saving me. Thank you for saving me, my prince.
So
I
how'd
could
you
take
do?
or leave the difficult.
I just
Take or
got
leave the
two.
2.
Sorry.
So you drop, and it's not a nice little glide down. You drop and you hit the floor hard. Jay, you fall out of Hunter's arms onto the ground, and you roll a little bit.
Okay.
And once you get up, you can notice around you that there are a lot of containers in here, metal containers, that look like they're simply there for storage.
Hmm.
And there is another wall in front of you that leads quite high in the air. It's about 50 feet in the air, blocking off the
Yeah.
side of the stadium to the main entrance of Dogtown. I need
Sweet.
a wits and awareness from the two of you.
This is actually my jam. Wits awareness. 3 successes, 1 with a critical. So not enough to take me to the 5.
Yeah.
But
And Hunter?
Okay, I got 3. Well, I don't know how you count this because I have 3 crits, but one is on my beast.
So you have 5.
So that's 4. That's 4. 4 right there, because then I have 1, 2, 3 other dice that are on successes.
Alright,
So
so...
I don't. Do you just count? I don't know if you take
Did you just get 8 successes?
Yes, I'm taking a picture so you can see it. But did you want to count the beast, or did you want to not count the beast?
I mean, the beast still counts, but it's still
Okay.
it's just a crit with 1 is just 1 success anyway. It's just you have to have 2 for it to add up.
Yeah,
to 4.
that's what I was wondering, because there's 3 of them, but I didn't know if you wanted to count the beast critical or not the beast critical.
Just take the fucking 8 successes, Jesus Christ!
I'll take 8 successes.
All right, so Jay, you looking around and you can see all these various containers. There must be a way. It just clicks in your mind. There must be a way for them to move these containers inside. And it doesn't take you long. You walk down and Hunter's with you and he's eyeing up. He's seeing very much the exact same thing you are. And you come across a large metallic door. It looks like a cargo door, which opens to allow the cargo in and out. Beside it there is an electronic scanner. Hunter, you see all this. You see the electronic scanner. You see the large door. You see all the containers. What Jay probably doesn't notice is a little bit further down from this door, just towards the main entrance, just towards Dogtown on the other side, there's a crack in the wall. A fissure that looks to you like, with just a little bit of pressure, would go through.
I'm gonna grab him on the jacket and point it out.
Cool. I'll look at it over at the thing. Just a little bit of pressure, huh?
Pressure.
You got
All
a punch
right.
it. Strength brawl.
But I'm not gonna punch. I'm gonna let him. You go ahead, Jay. I mean, you're strong, right?
Definitely not.
Fine.
But I have a hammer. I have a specialization in subterfuge. No, sorry, not subterfuge. Is there larceny in this game? No.
Yes.
Or does that come under subterfuge?
No,
No,
larceny.
larceny. Yes,
Yeah.
I have larceny. So will that help me, like, put a little bit of pressure on it?
With your
Use
hammer?
the old leverage.
Use strength and larceny. Strength and hammer!
Listen, I'm not gonna do all the work here,
Wait a
princess.
minute. Strength and hammer is a very different game of ours.
All right, cool. I don't get any successes with my hammer.
So you hit the wall, and it squeaks. This isn't your hammer.
Damn it.
It's one of those toy ones that Macy brought you.
That's for room 3.
Out of the way.
The coil customer needed.
Yeah, give me that hammer. He's gonna use the hammer just for funsies.
Okay.
I give you the squeaky.
I would like
Really
to
not
do
a sex
strength.
hammer.
Okay. Strength and melee for you.
Yay! Strength and melee, you said?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 5 successes. All successes on.
So 5 successes. You bring this small hammer back, smack it against the wall, and then it bursts. As this plastic hammer bursts, the wall begins to crumble. And there is now enough room for the two of you to shimmy on through.
I'm dropping
Patent
it in his
pending from the
hands.
coil are sex hammers that smash walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Patent pending. Oh, I should have been recording, Hunter. We should have had like a BD wreath on you, and it would have been a
I
perfect
can't.
ad.
I can't be on camera. He's gonna sneak through the hole.
All right, cool. I'm a ninja. Cool. I'll go through the wall as well.
As you both go through the wall, you're then greeted by the sight of Dogtown. Or what would be a sight. Dogtown, as many of you know. Jay, you were raised on these streets, and Hunter, you were just recently there. Dogtown was at one stage meant to be the jewel of Night City, but it quickly fell into disrepair when you knew United States of America tried to take Night City by force. It did not work out for them. And this place fell into severe disrepair. You can see the green neon temple of the Heavy Hearts. And you can see the advertisements billowing into the sky as you walk out right next to the entrance of the stadium. The stairs going downward toward the streets below, and people making their way up to the stadium to buy and purchase whatever black market equipment they wish they can get. Jay, you know where Terra Cognita is from here. It is very much on the other side of town. Getting there is a bit of a walk.
Look, we're just gonna walk a fair bit, unless we hail one of the tuk-tuks, or you know, a
Tuk-tuks
cab.
don't tend to come this way. Combat zones aren't very good for business.
Yeah.
This is like your thing, so aren't you from here? Right?
Yeah, but like, I'm moving on up. But yeah, look, this is my old hood, right?
Yeah.
So look, someone tries to ask you to donate something, don't talk to them, don't engage. They're gonna rob you. Someone says there's a sale down this alley, don't go. Only go into a store if you know that you're gonna buy something from that store, and that's why you want to be there. This ain't window shop in town.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So it'll take us maybe 15, 20 minutes to click us ourselves over to Terra Incognita, right? So follow me, I guess. And Jay will make a beeline, walking down the main thoroughfare, not deviating off any small alleys because not wanting to get jumped or get his shit flipped. And he'll just keep walking.
Yeah.
Making sure Hunter is like walking there side by side as they walk. Not one in front or behind, just parallel.
And the two of you do. You walk and you can see the sights that were so familiar to you, Jay. You see the ministry temple within the city glowing in all its glory, the green neon light shooting up into the sky as a beacon to all those who worship the right God. And other little shops and corners and nooks and crannies. You see bargeist soldiers and mechanized robots walking up and down the streets. You see cars and patrols. You see the locals doing what locals do: drugs, deals, and just trying to survive. You hear the occasional gunshot, the occasional scream, but this is Dogtown. These sounds are a cacophony of normality. if these sounds weren't a thing, that's when you knew something was really wrong. And finally, as you walk up the road and towards the other side of Dogtown, you see before you the entrance to Terra Cognita. You see people milling around, you see people doing recreational drugs at the side. Dogtown itself really has gone to the dogs. And Terra Cognita is no different. As you arrive at the base of Terra Cognita, you're met by a broken blue neon sign that says welcome. Beside it are two sets of stairs leading upwards toward it, towards the main entrance. To the right hand side, you see a parking structure where you see a lot of burnt out cars inside. Above is a orange neon sign that probably at one point said parking, but several of the words are broken and it only reads PAIN. And there the two of you stand at the entrance to Terra Cognita.
All right. How are we going to do this? We're going to scope it out.
I think you should scope it out first. Don't you have something? That weird little thing that you set up we were looking at for us.
I mean, I could set something up like that. Try. I'll give it a go. Set some optics up on the place. Have a look. But if there's a jammer, it's probably going to be up high or it's going to be real low. So it's either going to be in the basement or it's going to be on the roof.
I could try to get a hold of my contact again. By the way, question. Have you heard from the Baron?
I have heard from them, but not recently. Have you?
No.
We could give them a call.
Okay. Do you want to call the Baron and I'll call my contact while you set that up, I guess?
Just so we're 100% clear, Hunter, why do you think I should call the Baron?
Because unless you have a contact that may know anything about this, trying to save time.
Okay.
What'd you think?
I'm just checking. I wanted to make sure we were on the same page, that we were both turning over the same leaf.
I just was a little concerned that we haven't been called for, like, rent or anything. I haven't heard from Jinx. I haven't heard from anybody, which is odd.
Look, it's only been a couple of nights since the big market. Well, it's only been a night, really. People are probably still getting their shit sorted. And, I don't know, the Baron might be trying to figure out what the hell we're up to. Right? Anyway. I wish Bree was here, the big cheese was here, because...
Yeah, everybody seems to be going missing.
If we had a net runner, not a night runner, a net runner, we could probably get the deets on the location.
That's what I'm about to go do.
Alright, cool. You do that. Do you want me to call the Baron to see if they can get one, or do we want to find out if they know anything about this particular place?
Let's see who can get a net runner. Call the Baron first before I call mine.
Okay. But then if he charges me,
I'm gonna help you. We're already...
Alright, cool.
Besides, you already owe me. Maybe I could... You know what? No. I'm not gonna even go there.
Yeah.
I already know what I'm gonna use you for.
Sounds degrading. You can say cash in a boon. could say you'd like to exchange properties with me, but when you
I'd
say
like
you're
to
going to
exchange
use
your
me,
properties. Does that sound better?
yeah, it sounds a little less sleazy, and I'm all about the sleaze. Don't get me wrong, but wow. Anyway, I'm gonna call the Baron on my agent and see if I can get a net runner. I'm taking any costs out of Hunter's side of the dollars, out of the eddies.
And your agent rings. And it rings.
Mm-hmm.
And it rings. And finally,
Damn.
a young Latino man picks up the phone. His black hair cut in a military side with with a stylized. His brown eyes looking at you, a little confused, and he goes, "Jay, you know Fangs, the Baron, a mile away. What are you calling for, kid?"
Yo, thanks for taking the call. I'm doing a little bit of a job right now, but I need a net runner, and I'm wondering if you can hook us up pronto.
You hear the sound of
There'll
a
be
gunshot
some dollars.
as you say that.
Oh, you sound like you're busy.
A little bit.
Busy. Mhm.
Yeah. Where are you?
Pacifica, don't worry about it. But we could patch them in. We can hardwire them.
Netrunner. Who do you need? Have we tried phoning Deep Throat? You don't know me. You don't know him. Jinx! Look, let me call you back. I got something to deal with.
Okay.
He hangs up.
Alright, cool. So the Baron's a little busy.
Is he alright?
Yeah, I think he's fine. I'm sure things will be fine. Do you still have the contact for Deep Throat?
That is my contact.
Sick. Look,
I'm gonna get on my agent and I
500
already know what I'm offering. No, I know what I'm offering him already. Me and him are cool. He's Nova.
He's Nova.
He's gonna call.
Cream.
Hunter,
I'm gonna get on the agent.
Your agent rings. And rings. And rings. And goes dead.
I'm worried about him.
Don't be. You miss me
I'm
that
gonna
much.
try. Oh my god, don't do that!
You see before you as a man begins to walk down the steps of Terra Cognita. He's wearing a black net running outfit, long coat. His face is masked by what looks like a biker's helmet with a neon face that moves every time he talks.
I'm gonna go up and give him like one of these. I'm like,
Yeah.
for a minute, I was really worried.
Hey, it's no problem. Where's the other one? The gangrel kid.
Do you want to explain that one? Oh, by the way, Jay, this is Deep.
Yeah, Jay. Owns the coil. Yeah.
That one. The
My boys say something funny's going on there tonight.
What do you mean something funny's going on there?
Apparently the machines are breaking down.
O2, why? Why?
That's why we're getting you all this money. Listen, I don't care about the eddies, so if you want to split them and just have enough for me to cover rent, that's fine.
I will uphold the norms of decent society and I will split the money with you.
Decent society. Alright, so you were trying to call me, Hunter?
Yeah, I need your help. We need to get in here. We're trying to find out where the jammer is. Block it.
I mean, I'd assume it's in that big building up there. And he begins to turn around and walk up the steps. He's not being
So I'm gonna go pull Jay in as we do that. Listen, this guy, and me. Okay, listen. Don't fuck this up for me, okay? I think this is part of the interview process. Don't.
Alright, I won't fuck this up for you, but I will remind you of what you guys did to Benedict's club and cost me.
I didn't do nothing. I wasn't there.
Put your interview face on.
Interview face on. Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
Deep Throat.
You watch Deep Throat walk up and he goes through these, what used to be security gates, but have now just been torn apart and just lying on the ground. And as you enter past the security gates, you can see several buildings, some of which are in various states of disarray and disrepair. It's like, it's almost like a construction site, but if everybody just left. You know, there are still machines lying around, just with their tire tracks gone, and you know, just massive JCBs and diggers just like left to the elements. Ahead of you, you can see a map, and you see as Deep Throat is standing beside it, just pointing at it. Digimortals up there, and he points ahead, and again as you look forward you see this massive building at the very far end, up another set of stairs. The building itself looks a bit worse for wear, but he goes, I'd expect that if there's something jamming, it's atop there.
We gotta just break the jammer. That was all I was told to do, and then get out.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, that's what they say.
There are some security
Hey,
guys up there, by the way.
Hey, did you want to go after the mortals, or did you want to go with me with the jammer?
What if I go up there and cause a scene? You go and
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
pull wires. How does that sound? That's what you do, right? Pull wires out.
What?
I don't know.
I don't-
do what you need to do. I'll cause a stir.
Okay, don't get too hurt. I kinda need you.
Aw, such sweet things.
Deep Throat's mask
Alright.
makes like a confused look. You see like the eyes go narrow, the lips go like that, and there's a question mark right in his forehead. Are you
He owes.
wait, you're sending your friend up to talk to some scavers?
Can't.
They'll take his
Are you gonna
organs
go up-
for lunch.
I know. I can't. All right.
Hey. Fine.
Alright, well I'm gonna sit
You
here
can
and
go
watch.
to.
Okay.
Do you think you can deactivate the thing and we'll go distract the Scaffords together? Then.
I mean, I probably could.
Will you do it for a favor?
You already owe me a favor.
What if I give you something better than a favor? Because I actually wanted to talk to you about that, but,
What do you owe? What do you mean?
did you talk to Hannibal yet?
Yeah, I talked to Hannibal.
What'd he say?
He said he'd think about it.
Okay. I was gonna offer something stupid to let me in.
Like,
I was gonna see if he wanted to maybe learn Oblivion, like if that was like a thing, like I just, I don't got a lot of options.
you're offering to teach Hannibal Oblivion?
I mean, yeah, why not? I don't mind you guys. I haven't really had a problem with any of you guys, but everything else that I've seen is just not.
I mean, I'm sure
No,
we'll think about it further.
What if give you 2,000 eddies?
Do I look poor? Besides, I ain't the one who owes 5,236,000.
See, people have a vested interest in keeping me alive because I have a big tab to pay. So,
That's one way to look at it.
that's the most optimistic way I can look at it, my friend.
I mean, yeah.
Well, if you're not gonna help and you're gonna watch, which is cool, I'm gonna go up there, talk to these guys, get my organs ripped out, then I'll regrow my organs later.
I'm gonna go with him. Maybe I could teach you Oblivion too, he says as he goes with Jay.
Look, I can talk to a couple of scabbers, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna watch.
Fine. I'll be watching, though. And he walks away, and you just sort of see him shimmer out of existence.
Oh no.
Nice.
Do you think you ruined my interview process?
I don't think this was an interview.
It.
What are you interviewing for? Are you going to a different crew? Because you're about to break my heart depending on this answer.
No. Not really a different crew, just. It's complicated. We'll talk about it some other time if you want. I just need. Listen,
Really complicated for you, aren't they?
things are really complicated, okay? I just trust them. I ran into some stuff with 13 a while ago, and I found out some interesting information, and these guys haven't steered me wrong, but everybody else seems to be running me in circles.
No, good old Jay. That dependable Jay. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You'd like to work with Nosferatu too, wouldn't you? So, I guess he's not gonna take care of the jammer. You're gonna go talk to Scabbers, and I'm gonna go take care of the jammer.
What do we have here? You hear a man walking towards you with a Russian accent. Looks like you two in the wrong places.
Cool. I'm gonna activate Blush of Health so I appear human. And I'm gonna start swaying around like I'm drunk. Like I've been drinking too much. Turn around and go, just out for a walk, friend.
Yeah, well, keep walking that way.
The view's so pretty.
Yeah, well, the view from the ground isn't pretty. Keep walking that way.
Hey, come and have a drink with me. Let's sit and look at the neon together.
I have told you once, I have told you twice, I will not tell you thrice. Walk the fuck away.
I'm gonna hold a bottle of something out towards him. I'm gonna try and catch his eye, like by just leaning forward, rocking back and forward like a hypnotic snake,
So-
just waiting for his eyes to lock with mine.
As you try to catch his eyes, you realize how difficult that can be. Especially as scabbers wear masks that obfuscate their face and move around. Where his eyes are, you just see red circles.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Hey you, get your fucking friend out of here. Before I call
Alright,
mine
I'm on
down.
it. Yeah, gotcha. I'm gonna walk up really quick and wrap my arms around Jay and go to walk past this man. I have 3 of them. Can I use it's a nerve dart on him or a paralyzing dart on him?
Your neurotoxin dagger?
my Neuron dagger. Just quickly
Yes, you can do a dex and melee to quickly stab him.
Look, that's a better option than what I was thinking. So I was going to pull up my Slug-O-Matic and just try and blow his brains out.
Please
so...
don't. Please don't. I only have 3 of them. Please don't. 2. I do not have 3 hunger. 1, 2, 4, 5.
So when it comes to the jammer, we have to get a new hammer or something. I don't know.
Can I use a willpower?
You can't use willpower. To reroll 3 dice.
3. For the love of all that's decent and do something better, I only got 3.
So you walk along, and you're holding Jay as you would. With your right hand, you take out your dagger and just cut the outside of this man's leg. He's wearing a tank top and shorts. It's not the season for it, but he's Russian. He doesn't feel cold. And what the fuck? And he looks up at you and he draws his gun. As he draws his gun, he falls forward and hits the ground.
Grab it. Grab the mask. Give Jay the mask quick.
And Hunter, you lean down, you grab that mask off this man's face. You see his eyes are still wide open. He's drooling at the side of the mouth. And you hand the mask to Jay.
Here.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna. You want his clothes? I'm gonna take him up to the side and try to get him on.
I take the mask, putting it on.
It smells of vodka, cigarettes, and sweat.
Neat. I take one look at his clothes and I like, ooh, disgust.
Yeah, these clothes have been worn to death. There are stains upon stains. Is that blood? Is it ketchup? Dealer's choice, honestly.
I'll take off my vintage jacket and bundle it up and just be like, put it down like the side of the building. I'm like, I'm gonna come back for that jacket. And I put on this horrible Scabbers outfit. Alright.
And as you do, and you guys begin to walk along, you can see Digimortal ahead of you. And something, however, Hunter, something catches your eye. Something you haven't seen out in the wild in a little bit. As you're walking up towards Digimortal, you look to your left and you can see a window. And inside that window, you can see what looks like a greenhouse.
Oh, God, we need to hurry.
Roll me a wits and awareness.
Just 3 successes.
As you're walking past Jay, you can hear voices coming from behind the glass. It's almost like it's drifting out. You hear the trickling of water and the humming of some machine. You also, as you walk towards it, you look down over and you can see that a large security shutter has been busted inward. Hunter, you walk forward. You don't really hear the voice. You don't really hear the noises, but you can hear the sound of trickling water, and you do see the entrance of the greenhouse has been busted inward, as if something has punched the outside and made and ripped a massive hole to get in.
Something's got here. Don't touch any of the flowers, okay?
Roger.
Are you going into the greenhouse?
Is that the way to the people?
It's the
I'm
it's the way to where Jay can hear the voices, but
okay. And
Digimortals
the things back.
Digimortals that way. The greenhouse is that way. So if you turn around, Digimortals up there, and the greenhouse is right ahead of you.
Okay, all right.
I'll
And
send
the
a message.
blocker is where? Oh, I'm assuming that Deep Throat took care of the blockers. I shouldn't assume.
No, it's
We're going
still
to the
after.
mortals. Yeah.
We got to get the blocker, the jammer first, right?
I'll go get the jammer. You're dressed as a scabbard. Just be really careful.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna activate Silence of Death and yeet towards the area where the jammer is.
All
Right.
And Jay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna mill around, pick up the guy's weapon. Whatever weapon he had, did he have a gun or was it a?
He had a gun. Yep. It was
Yeah,
a
I'll pick that up.
simple handgun. Nothing fancy.
Yeah. I'll start acting like I'm patrolling. I'm also gonna start recording a BD. Yeah, I think I'll call this piece Traitor in Their Midst.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start walking around the greenhouse. I'm not gonna touch any flowers. I'll just.
Oh, so you go into the greenhouse?
No, I didn't say I was going in.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna go near it and just have a
Okay.
little looky-loo.
Well, as you look through the window, you can see a bunch of vegetation inside. You can see what looks like a makeshift waterfall going under a bridge. And those voices are getting louder as you hear two people argue. Hunter, you're walking toward Digimortal, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to go take care of the jammer.
Well, as you get towards the entrance of Digimortal, you can see that it's another set of stairs that go up in twos. At the top of the steps, you see three buildings. See one to the left, one in the middle, and one to the right. If you look to the one on the left, it says Hamacon. Across the outside of it, it's a small circular building. The largest building is the one right in front of you in the middle. That is Digimortal. The sign for that has seen better days. It is cracked and it's broken. It's sort of just like masonry on the floor. There are burnt out cars and old construction vehicles still left abandoned, much like the bottom. And to the right, there's a small circular room that seems to be going off a cliff. There's no indicators of what sort of building that is, but there are windows around the outside that you can look into if you were to go that way. Before you at the entrance to Digimortal, you can see two more men dressed very much the same as the first one.
Alright. I notably have Silence of Death on, and I'm going to try to wait for the opportunity to sneak past them. I've got a one-track mind. I just gotta give Jay enough time and rip those wires out.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak past them?
Yes, I will try to sneak past them.
Are you trying to go into the building, or are you just trying to just climb the building?
So it's another building up there that I have to go into?
Well, as far as you're aware, that the blocker is at the top of the building.
The blocker's at the top of the building. I have to get to the top, so I will try to... You know what? I'll do it again. I'll rouse my blood again to try to use Oblivion to get up there.
I will warn you, however, that this building is a lot higher than the 6
Than the other one?
meters, and you would have to constantly keep doing it to go up.
To do up. Okay.
And one small mistake and you're going to fall.
Alright. So I just have Silence of Death, and I have... Can I use Oblivion to grab on... Can I see their shadows and kind of eat them?
You can use Arms of Iron Man to grapple them with your grapple their shadows. Yeah.
Own shadows?
Yep.
And then with them? Alright. I would like to try to do that without being seen.
Yep, of course. So if you want to rouse your blood and then use Wits of Oblivion.
I mean, you've got
Alright.
both. Do you have?
I do. I have potent. I do not. I have lethal body and toughness.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I mean prowess.
Prowess, not toughness.
Prowess, yeah. Prowess.
Yeah.
I'm a strong boy. It was a beast.
How many?
Jesus.
I'm 3 now. We're gonna try to make it out of here alive.
Okay. And what was your Wits of Oblivion 3? The bestial.
My wits and oblivion. Yeah, I have not. My rouse. I didn't do my wits and oblivion. I'll do that right now. So now I have 3. Nope, that is not a red die. This is a red die, and I need 3 regular. All right. 2, 3. Yeah, 3 and then a beast too. So.
Roll me a 1d10. Tell me if it's a success or a failure.
1 success.
Okay. So you use your powers of oblivion, and from their shadows erect 2 tendrils that seem to wrap and coil around their shadows. You see their bodies tense up as they struggle to breathe. These people are simply humans. It's not long before one of them passes out. One, however, is able to wriggle somewhat out, and he takes a step forward. Something in you.
No. Not that coward.
And you move forward, and you don't know what is taking over, but it's almost as if you are watching your own body move. Your eyes are pitch black, and your hand reaches out, gripping the man's throat. He begins to choke. Blood spews forth from his mouth, and you take your hand away. You watch as the skin around his throat begins to decay and rot as he chokes. And then falls to the ground. Dead.
Getting worse.
Jay, what do you do?
Impressive.
Sorry, thinking. Well, I was gonna peek into the greenhouse. But dressed as a scaver, so I'm just walking around, just looking all malevolent.
Well, you
as I
see
move
various
around.
other scavers walking about, and you see a few talking to each other in Russian. You also see some other malingerers, people who live in the local area, just walking about doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really untoward, nothing screams suspicious to you. Because you are the suspicious thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you hear that Starla is arguing again? I can't believe those two do not get along. You'd think they would get along really good. I know, it is crazy. They're stuck in the greenhouse. They have been there for hours. You think Storm will kill her? I doubt it. I think Starlight and Storm are equally matched in a fight.
Well, alright, I'll look into the greenhouse, and I assume wherever Hunter has gone, it's all G.
So, as you walk in, you can tell the difference of temperature straight away. It is humid in here. Like, the smell is different. It smells of greenery, and if you've never been to a rainforest, you can probably guess it's this exact smell. And you can still hear those voices that you now recognize as you're inside as two female voices arguing back and forth. But you can't really pick up the words just yet. Do you continue to follow the voices, or?
Yeah, I'll keep walking through. I'll use Silence to Death because it's free, and continue moving. I don't want to give myself away with the gravel and stuff.
Yeah.
Or
Well, as you walk through, and you keep following the voices, you walk through an automatic door which opens, and the colours change. Whilst outside it was a natural greenery, in here it's more like a nightlife or a night flora. There are purple UV lights around the place that give the place an eerie glow in the blackness. All those plants are behind what looks like glass cases. And you can follow on through, and there's adverts for what was meant to be here, the naturality of what we can bring, to Night City. And you come out of the hallway, and as you do, you can, again, the voices are louder, but that's because you can see the two people now. They're in a large room. It's two women, one that has long black hair with purple streaks. She's Asian looking. She's wearing a very tight body outfit that reveals her curves. Her hair is tied up in a top knot and goes down the back of her shoulders. And she's arguing with the woman that you have seen before, who is very muscular. And she's speaking with an Eastern European accent, and the other woman is speaking with an American accent. The other woman that you have met before is tall with purple hair. She's very well built. She's absolutely gorgeous. Purple lipstick on her face. And you can hear them back and forth arguing about something you don't quite understand just yet. Behind them there are two large T-Rex skeletons that flicker in and out between the skeleton itself and the hologram version of what it looked like with skin on.
that's so cool.
Stala, what demon is doing is fucking going to get us killed. We need the money. So let's shut the fuck up. Let him do it. Are you being sneaky?
Oh yeah.
Roll me your stealth and dex.
Alright, 2 successes.
The one with the top knot hair continues talking, and we need this money. We can't kill the fucking prince if we have no money. It's as simple as that. I'm aware of this, but doing it this way goes against everything the sword stands for. It is unhonorable. You there, come here. The woman with the Eastern accent turns to you.
I walk forward and not swaggering. I just walk forward like I've been commanded what to do.
Roll me your manipulation performance to not be Jay.
Right, I got 5 dice, baby.
Alright,
My thing.
Hunter, we move back to you.
Successes on every dice. 5. Wee.
Hunter, this man lies at your feet. His throat has been decayed. Something took over you.
With this later. Gotta pull the wires. Pull the wires, and he's gonna keep going forward.
And you walk into the building. And you make your way around the destroyed sign. And there's a door. And the door doesn't open as you walk towards it. There is a security console beside it.
Does it look like a panel, like it needs somebody?
It looks like it
Or
needs
it
a code.
A code. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get on my agent. I am so sorry for calling you so many times, Deep Throat. Is he close enough?
You notice that the moment you begin to call, the line dies.
Please don't be dead.
It's not that he's not receiving the call.
Yeah,
it's like the call is being blocked.
Probably from the jammer. Can I open this door? Can I force it open?
You could certainly attempt to, yes.
Yeah, because
Strength and brawl.
Because I'm not the tech savvy. You said strength and brawl?
Yep.
And 3 of those are hunger now.
Oh, everyone's getting hungry. As
We like
Hunter-
writing that fine line.
As Hunter attempts to open the door, we go back to Jay. Why are you not on patrol?
Just checking everything okay here. Had some people, some drunks come up here. I just want to make sure they didn't bother you.
No, no one is bothering us. Get the fuck out.
Of course. Can I get you anything?
You can get me the fuck out. Go.
Okay. And turn around and I walk out.
Actually, tell Dimitri to come down here.
Okay.
And you...
Was there a radio?
No.
You need to close?
No.
Okay.
And you walk away. Alright. That 5 successes. Beat me by a margin of 2.
That's terrifying. I was like,
So, Jay, what do you do now that you have been essentially told to get you to fuck?
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk over to one of the other patrols. Hopefully a single guy or pair at worst.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find. There are a few. They're further away and they seem to be milling about in other buildings, but yeah, not that hard.
Yeah. So my BD's been recording, still first person point of view, and I'm like, Dimitri.
They both
Like
turn.
that.
They both turn around. What? They both say.
Both?
Are you new here? We're the Dimitri twins. Yes. Can't you tell? The joke.
Forgive me, yeah.
It must be new.
Yep, yeah. She wants to see you in the greenhouse.
Who?
The boss.
Which boss? Kavana?
Yeah.
I thought she was away. Okay. Yeah, no problem. What does she want? Did she say what she wanted to see me for?
Said, get the Dimitri.
You sure they meant me and not the other Dimitri?
I'm not being funny. How many Dimitris are there?
4 of us, I think. There's the boss.
This is...
The boss, Dimitri.
Look, I
My
don't want
boss?
to fuck up on my first day. I don't want to mess up. So can you go see the boss lady?
I mean, yeah, but if it's not me, it's your head. And he begins to walk away, as does the other Dimitri.
Okay, I loosen my grip on the pistol. Were I human, I would exhale. Okay, come on. I'm looking around trying to spot my ninja assassin La Sombra friend. Just like,
What's
we gotta
what's awareness?
get out of here. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
What's an awareness? How many successes did we get?
I got 4 with a beast.
You crack your fingers in there and you try to pull and push, but it shuts again.
You are weak. You cannot do this alone. You are weak. Counting on Nosferatu, counting on Ministry. You are not my child.
I'm not that weak. Not weak. I'm also not dead. Yet. Can I arouse my blood to make me strong? Wait, can I? Question: does potence makes me stronger? Toughness adds to my health, right?
Toughness adds
Doesn't-
to your health, but you haven't got toughness. You have prowess, which adds to your strength rolls that are outside of combat.
Which adds to. Yeah.
So you can
Okay.
rouse your blood to add 2 to your dice, and then you can also rouse your blood for prowess as well to add to your strength.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do I want to risk it?
What's the worst that could happen?
Risk
Right.
it for the
right?
biscuit.
Risk it for the best. I will rouse my blood to add 2 then.
Yeah, you're gonna rouse your blood, and then are you also going to use prowess as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do
You
I
already-
rouse my blood once or twice?
Twice.
Twice.
Twice. Okay.
Remember, everyone,
Alright.
Hunter is on 3 hunger right now.
It could be all over by the shouting.
I succeeded on one of those.
Oh, we're up to 4.
Nice. 4. You're gonna be snacky.
My child, look at what you can do when you just let me take over. I failed once, but I won't fail again. Let me do it.
Gonna
Strength brawl again, please.
string, and then I
How
add
much-
2 now for it.
No, you add 4.
Add 4.
Yes,
Okay, holy crap.
because your rouse adds 2, and then your you have 2 in potence, which adds 2.
Oh
So-
god damn.
So that
That's
is
not-
a dice pool of, I think, 13.
Yeah. 1, 2. It's 4 plus 4 hunger.
That's a lot of
Ugh.
dice.
That's all I'm a strong boy. Don't fail me now, Dad. Okay, there's a lot going on here. I got 2 beasts and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 successes with 2 beasts.
8 successes.
It's probably the most dice I've ever rolled.
You put your fingers in the middle of these doors and you grip tight. You can feel the metal bending under your fingertips. as you begin to push these doors apart. At first they gave you some resistance, but you dig deep down and you just slam them open.
As soon as they open, I'm going in as fast as I can. I was like, I don't got a lot of time.
Jay, you do not see Hunter, but you do hear an alarm going off.
Okay.
Up the steps towards Digi Immortal.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna act like I'm reacting to the alarm, and I'm gonna run over to the first patrolling scav that I see. What do we do?
You find out if there's an intruder or not. And as soon as you hear that alarm, it stops. What the fuck? Could it have been a false alarm?
Let's have a look.
Which one are you?
I-
You Dimitri?
Yeah.
Another one! Alright, there's 5 of them now. And he begins to walk up
4.
towards the building. As you both...
Are we still on a rooftop? Are we on a rooftop still?
No, you're on ground.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're on ground. And you both walk toward Digimortal and you go up the stairs. What the fuck? You both see the unconscious man and the man whose throat was decayed lying on the ground.
I get down on one knee and I put my fingers by the throat. I'm gonna make a subterfuge roll to take the safe.
Is it the one whose throat is rotted?
Yeah. I'm just having a look. I'm gonna make a subterfuge roll to take the safety off of my gun.
Okay.
And
you won't,
as the
you won't
guy-
need to do that.
Yep.
Because are you using your gun or his gun?
His.
Okay. His gun has no safety. It also got a hair trigger. And
Cream.
he walks as you go towards the man, the first one whose throat has been rotted, and you touch the neck. It's just pulp. It's just pulpy. He runs over towards the man that's knocked out and kneels down and tries to wake him up. You can see the doors in front of you behind the broken sign have been forced open.
Yep. Okay. So just 1 second. The neck that's all like weirdly decayed, right? And you reckon it's pulp? Am I getting like Masquerade Breachy vibes?
Yes. If
Yeah,
someone
okay,
was to actually examine this, 100%.
That's cool. All right, I have a plan. That's fine. So I'm going to rush over to the other guy, and I'm gonna be like, I've got first aid kit. Hold on. And as I like look to fumble, I then just like put the gun to his head and just bang, just.
Alright, do me a dex and firearms.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
Hunter.
I have 5 dice.
Hunter, you run in through the building, and as you do, you see that the interior of the building is massive. 5, brilliant. You see the interior of the building is massive. You come across this exhibit for Chew 2. How it can change the world and how it's the best biofuel around. You see that there is a floor map of different things going from where you are upwards. It's got stuff like Chew 2, Where the Future 2, Militech, what lies beyond, and Arasaka Industries. It seems that this place was a showcase for everything going on in Night City at the time before it was destroyed.
I am going to, still with Silence of Death, quickly make my way up because all I remember was hearing Deep Throat say, "Up at the top!"
And roll me your Dex Athletics to see how quickly you get through this, and I'm going to make a few rolls myself.
1, 2, 3. 1.
Okay. So, 5 successes. You take out your gun, Jay. Point blank range to the back of the man's head.
Bang.
And
5 successes.
He falls over, dead. Okay,
Yeah.
The bullet goes through the back of his skull, breaks his mask, and he falls over, dead. On top of the unconscious man.
Cool. I will take a stain for that, no doubt. And I'm going to protect the Masquerade, so what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go stomp on the dead guy's throat a lot.
Okay. It's not even a roll for that. It is so soft and malleable that you just crush it.
Right?
Yeah.
So I keep doing it so the head is completely decapitated off of the body, basically smearing it to try and get rid of that the decay line.
Are you trying are you trying to do it cleanly, or are you trying to just like no matter? Okay. Just quickly.
No.
And,
It's
okay.
just this is a head that has been taken off of a body.
Okay.
Basically.
Not a problem.
I realize that is a stain, and that's fine.
Yep.
Because it's mutilation of a corpse.
Yep. Hunter, how many did you get?
5 of the beast. Beast hunger die.
Right. As you run through,
Alright, sire.
you're quick. You're running up staircases, but unfortunately the alarms did go off and you did hear it. As you're running up, people are running down towards you. Their guns outstretched. And they see you. And they begin to fire.
Hello? Hello? Fucking gonk. Jay said that this would work. Right now. There we go. Sup, Tunes. It's me, Hunter. You ever wonder how we got to know this Supreme world? Or how I got my Nova skill sets? Well, you should check out the Renegade link in our link tree. Click on that and everything will be revealed, from my clan's compulsion to my bane. Can't mess that up now, can we? So what are you waiting for, June? Oh, and if you want to support everything we do have a Patreon with some Nova tiers. Crap. Is that... Oh, Medtech, I gotta go.
Welcome back. I hope you all had an enjoyable break, and I hope you all had a nice little drink, had some time to relax from where we just last left off. As you can probably tell, Hunter and Jay have decided to think about their choices. And we have Tony, who we last saw was left in the car with a walking nuclear weapon, as Jay sort of described it. And he's not wrong. But before we do, I do want to do a little bit of a show. As you can see, Renegade have brought out some new products such as Gehenna War and various other things. If you would like to purchase them, please use our Renegade affiliate link, because that's why everyone here gets a nice smile and gets to feed that little thirst they get, because Tony here is very hungry. So, when we last left Tony, he was in the back of Jay's car. Jay had jumped on the back of Hunter's motorcycle and had begun to drive away towards Dogtown, towards Pacifica. He'd even broken the window of his own car in the escape. The beast had jumped out of the vehicle and tried to grab onto him, but to no avail. And both he and Hunter had left a little scene behind of cars broken down on the road, beeping their horns and shouting profanities at anyone and everything. And here we see Tony once more in the back of the car. What is Tony's thoughts and feelings at the moment?
Probably what's going on in his replay is a stream of curse words, particularly aiming at Jay. Something along the lines of, that motherfucking gonk-loving serpent. I'm going to skin him and make a new pair of leather boots out of him when I next see him. But on the outside, gritting his teeth, Tony will open the car and slam it violently. And while flicking off the drivers bitching at him from the back, he will address his servant in a very direct manner. He'll say, Jessica!
You get no answer from that name. The beast is staring in a simple one direction.
What's gonna handle these days? Beast! Heal!
She slowly turns her head towards you.
Heal. I am no fucking dog.
Well, if you're gonna want your fucking chew toy, you're gonna listen to me. Or are you planning to cause a scene in the middle of fucking downtown?
There's something about the mention of a chew toy. And you can see her eye twitch and her jaw almost disdain.
You may hold the remote to the bomb in my neck, but I am not your dog. You will learn that if I have to rip it from your throat.
Stop acting like a rabid predator in the middle of the street, and we'll fucking work this out together. Fair?
She stares at you because she's legit just standing there looking down at where Jay and Hunter went. She's not doing anything weird. So she doesn't quite understand what you mean when you say that. But she walks up to you and she stands eye to eye.
Well, what do you want to do?
We're gonna have to play tracker.
Can you
We have
track?
to track them. Somewhat. But I look around at the city of living neon and lights, and I go, but it's been a while since I've been in a natural environment that I'm used to. One moment. I want to open up the driver's side of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a key in it or anything like that?
There is a key inside.
Is there because these are more advanced automobiles, is there a GPS that's currently on with where he was going?
There is not. No.
Okay. And Jessica didn't manage to catch any portion of Jay as he drove off, right?
No.
No scrap of clothing or anything. Okay. Is there any article belonging to Jay in the car?
It's Jay's car. So are you searching for a scent?
Not initially. I am searching for a scent in particular, but I don't think Tony's a very well developed bloodhound. What I'm primarily looking for and what Tony's betting on is that the beast being more powerful and being a more active gangrel in this timeline than he is, she will be probably able to discern scents a lot better than he does. So he's looking for an item that Jay would keep on his person that's usually very covered in his scent, or just anything that might at least indicate that he has it on him majority of the time, so we can use to track it. And if we find anything else interesting, we're taking that as well.
So roll me your wits and investigation.
Let's see. 2 successes.
So as you look around the car, there's nothing really here of note when it comes to Jay. Jay keeps a very clean car, perhaps in lieu of trying not to get tracked by anybody, or, perhaps in just his own fashion, keeps a clean vehicle.
Fair enough.
But as you're looking through the car, that beast walks up to you.
What are you looking for?
Well, the smells of Night City are still unfamiliar to me. However, I'm willing to bet that a hunter as good as you can track fairly well. So what I'm looking for is something belonging to Jay that is covered in his scent one way or another that you can track a lot easier. Can you track?
This entire city smells like rot.
That's all right. I completely agree with you. But can you discern Jay's smell from the rest of it?
Yes. I caught his scent before I drove off.
Do you need an item, or is that scent enough for you to go on?
That scent's enough.
Oh. All right. Is there any Sorry. Is there any article of clothing or anything in the car, like a jacket or anything like that, that would fit her? I'm guessing not.
No, but
Okay.
from a lot of the styles you've seen in Night City, what she's wearing, whilst it is very revealing, with just like what seems like torn clothing around her chest and uh, waist, people dress like that quite a lot, especially in more of the red districts.
Before she got into a car, she went down to a more manageable size. Is she still in that
Yeah,
size?
she's currently standing at 5'6".
Okay. I go. All right. All right. You start tracking. Let's blow this joint and let's find Tweedledee and Tweedledum wherever they fucking went. Because I'm not sticking out of this fight. Not this time.
So she goes,
Okay.
starts to smell, starts to sniff the air. She grimaces slightly before she begins to walk off. Walking down.
Just before
Go ahead.
just before we leave, did you say Jay left the keys in the car?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna grab the keys and I'm guessing there's still someone yet beeping behind me or
Yes,
something like
the
that.
cars are still beeping loudly because some of them are weaving around the parked car, but
Is anyone like screaming outside of their vehicle or anything
no,
like
no,
this?
they're beeping and driving off. The traffic is slowly getting back to normal, because what put them off was Hunter doing his U-turn on his motorcycle and doing
Gotcha.
an Evil Knievel over one of the cars, but
So
it's
I'll
coming back to
just
normal.
yeah, I'll just grab the keys, pocket them, attempt to lock the car, but I'm not gonna spend too much time doing that, and I'm just gonna follow the beast for wherever she takes me right now.
And she begins to walk, stopping every so often to take an inhale of the surroundings. And it doesn't take you guys overly long, maybe about 20 minutes, until you're surrounded by the sounds of fighting and
Like
gunfire.
just
She stops and she watches from a good distance, and if you stop behind her, you can see exactly what she is looking at. She nods her head towards you.
They went that way.
do we see a scene where the combat is currently undergoing, or is it still like just sound?
You do see the scene ahead of you. You see what looks like men and women fighting against soldiers who are wearing a strange uniform with a painted dog on the front of their flak jackets, and the guards are shooting into the air, but some of the men are trying to punch the guards and then getting taken down very, very quickly. You see a bunch of lined cars going up the road. If you can roll me your wits and awareness.
Two successes with a bestial.
As you're looking around, perhaps it's this simple noise that is distracting you, but the beast turns to you, reaches out her hand and points.
The bike.
And as she points, you can
Right.
see Hunter's bike parked on the curb.
Alright, so they must have gone from foot from here. Can you smell, have they gone around or have they gone straight through that? I nudged to that.
Too much chaos down there for me to sense them. They stopped here. Not much I do know.
Alright, what's close to the bike? Is there like a shop or any specific people loitering?
No, there is a series of cars going up the way. There is a man standing there. He's a bald-headed man with a very, very clean, well-groomed goatee, with a trench coat that is 2 times too big for him. He's a reasonable height, standing at about 6'2". He's got a tanned skin, and he's simply just watching this chaos go on, but he's not getting involved. He's just standing there as a bystander.
Sorry, did you mention that he was older or just middle-aged?
He's middle-aged.
Okay. I'm gonna approach him, and before I do, I'm gonna say, just keep your cool. Let's quickly ask a question here or there if we can, and let's see if we can save ourselves the trouble. I'm gonna go to the guy. I'm gonna say, "Hey, yo, hey, man, sorry to bother you. That motorcycle there, the one that's parked on the curb, did you see the driver get off and which direction they took off to?"
The man,
It's a friend. I think they might be in trouble.
the man turns to you, and he's got a inquisitive look upon his face. And he opens his mouth and he speaks, and he's got a Cockney London accent. "Oh, mate, the fuck are you then?"
I'm a friend of the person who was driving the bike. Like, we had a
Oh,
spot-
mates
we
of
had
yours,
a-
were they? Yeah, when they fucked off over that wall, yeah. Yeah.
Which wall does he point at?
He points at one just right beside the motorcycle.
They fucked over the wall.
Oh, yeah. Let me guess, you're going to use Oblivion to get over it too, aren't you?
I believe it. What?
Come on, Lick. He smiles, you can see the fangs. Don't think we've met, have we?
No, we haven't. Forgive playing dumb. I've been really fucking up lately.
Oh?
Yeah, sorry,
Have
the
you...
name's-
No, let's go back. Have you been fucking up lately, mate?
You know what? Let's introduce ourselves first. I'm Tony. What's your name?
Name's Butcher. I'm the sheriff.
Great.
So, how about we go back to how you've been fucking up? And who the fuck are you? And the beast just stares at him and doesn't say anything.
She is my acquaintance. Please just address me. Trust me, it's easier. She doesn't speak English very well.
Oh, right. Sorry, love.
Yeah. Right. You know what? Just saying the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong people seems to be a habit of mine. Case in point.
Right. Well, you see, I'm here just to do a little clean-up thing, but you and your friends have now caught my eye.
Have we?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So, your name's Tony. What about the other two?
I don't know. I don't think sharing information for free is that, that great.
Well, you could share it for free, or I could bring you in. You see, I'm being very nice tonight because this has been entertaining as all fuck. But if you start acting like a cunt, I will bring you the fuck in.
Alright, so, the guy with the black hair, his name is Zorro, and, the fucking slim, sleazy looking dude that's with him, his ex.
Please roll me your manipulation subterfuge.
He's got a bonus because he really doesn't know.
I appreciate the effort of lying to the sheriff.
Manipulation and what, sorry?
Subterfuge.
Okay, well that's not that bad. What's my willpower? burn a willpower.
Yep, go ahead, burn it. Please do.
Alright. Roll you. And roll you. And roll you. Right, so I can roll 2 of the dice. Because I've got 2 hunger.
Yeah.
Alright, 3 successes.
So, you decided to make a cunt out of me. Zorro and... yeah. I'm gonna be real nice. And give you one more chance. But fucking lie to me again. And I'll shove my hand so far up your ass, I'll be able to puppeteer you. You get me?
Right. I just slightly back up to where the... How close are we to the wall?
You're about 10, 15 feet away.
I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Considering what I've seen the beast do so far,
You
is it a
haven't,
reasonable
You haven't seen the beast do anything.
do anything right? It's looking right at me. Question, is it enough to get over the wall from where I am with a soaring leap?
Yes, you could. Yep.
Right. So I don't know what to tell you. See, at the one point you are the sheriff, and I totally respect that, and I don't really have a problem with that. But at the same time, I don't really want to get my friends in trouble, because, you know, you seem like the kind of person who's going to go from one person to the other and then punish them as well. So I'd rather just be myself, be punished.
He
You
just
know what I mean.
punches you as you're talking. Yeah, he there's the moment you start opening your mouth, he reaches back and he punches you. And it is not a light punch. A lot of things happen at once here.
I do have to ask, when he punches me, do I have the composure to basically hold a finger up to the beast to make sure she doesn't activate into full fucking pummel mode?
He got 8 successes on his punch, so you tell me.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
4 superficial.
4 superficial. Motherfucker.
Nah. He looks at the beast. You gonna do something? I'd advise not to. Now, the names of your friends. You can go after them. I don't give a fuck about chasing them down. They're going to fucking Dogtown, and we don't mess in there. But,
Really?
really,
No.
doesn't mean I won't hunt you down, though.
Yeah, but why? We haven't done anything.
You lied. And
Well, yeah.
if I was to let every fucking lick lie to me without getting repercussions for being found out, I wouldn't be a very good sheriff. Now, I haven't seen you in court, so you're not one of us. And I'm being very nice. And it's because of all these humans around. That's why I'm being so nice. If this wasn't here, it would be on motherfucking sight. So, tell me your friends' names.
Right, look, the fucking sleazeball is Jay, and I didn't catch the fucking tall, dark, and handsome's fucking name.
He looks at you.
If you're gonna throw another punch, can you get the other side? Is then it's even?
I'm not gonna punch you. He turns and punches the beast.
Oh,
He reaches back and he swings forward, but she's ready for it. She moves out of the way and brings her hand down in a clawed strike across his face. He backs the fuck off. You bitch! And you see as he puts his arms out to the side of him, and his skin seems to sort of peel away as these metal blades come forward from his forearms. And you don't know if it's an illusion or not, but you can sort of see like waves of heat coming off them. And he lunges towards the beast. And the beast lunges toward him. And as the beast lunges toward him, you can see her body begin to morph. As she gets taller, her skin rips back and fur coats her arms and her chest, and her hair goes from a long red hair to longer and more spiked but still red going down her back. Her jaw juts out slightly and the top of her mouth juts, and her fangs distend. And it seems like her body's just simply morphing into what would be the beast. Her claws come forward and the two begin to fight. Jay, what do you do?
Well, she's important to me. I know what I would do if this wasn't Mike, if this was Mimi, but no good options. I'm going to activate feral weapons and I'm going to attempt to assist Jessica.
Okay. So, a lot of things are happening at once.
Well, I activated feral weapons, got hungrier. Now, the way the fight is going, I know I'm outclassed by the sheriff if they go head to head, but I'm fairly certain that the beast can keep toe to toe with him. So what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to strike him from the back.
Okay. Well, what he's going to do is you see the two of them. You see the two of them going toe to toe. He's blocking her claws with his blades, and you see her moving back as each claw strikes onto the blade. She pulls her hand away. She is going to try and strike him in the stomach, and he is going to try and cut her in the chest with his blades. Okay. So as she tries to claw, he moves slightly to the side and rams a blade across her stomach. And you can almost hear the sizzling as the blade rips through her flesh. You hear gasps from people as the tension has turned from the fight that was beginning with the mortals and the guards to this fight now because someone has brought out deadly weapons. Alright, next round.
Cool. I've got a question. It says blood surges add 2 dice, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to risk an extra hunger for that. I do not get hungrier. It was a critical success, so I think I'm gonna go for a willpower reroll.
Okay.
I'm willing to do that as well. Okay. So I've got a total of 5 normal successes and a pair of crits, so 9 for total.
Very nice. So, you come up behind him and you rip your claws into his back and he goes forward screaming. Oh, he turns to you. And he tries to strike at you with his swords. Are you activating anything else before I do this?
Fucking hurt, let me just see. Soaring Leap can't be activated to run away because I'm already committed. Nebulization takes time to do, so no. Yeah, it's basically his swing back, unless I can do something in return, more than the norm.
So as you cut to his back, he swings around to you. His blades coming across and punching through your chest. You can feel the heat as your skin begins to burn. Take 7 points.
7
Actually,
points.
Take 7 superficial and 3 ag.
Oh.
The beast roars from behind you.
So, I'm gonna take 3 superficial health on it. On my health bar. That brings me to my full 7. So all of them are marked.
Yep.
And then... Is this damage already half?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use adamantine,
Okay.
which means I can take a portion of my damage and apply it to willpower damage instead.
Okay.
But it comes without halving it, so 1, 2. And then halving it again, so that would be, after all the superficials applied, I'm completely stacked on the 7, and I've got 2 aggravated willpower damage and 2 superficial willpower damage.
How much willpower do you have left?
I've got everything, I've got basically all the willpower marked off now.
Okay, so you're at -2 rolls for the rest of the game.
-2 rolls, and then there's another 3 aggravated points that have to be applied. The only bonus from this is that the 2 fortitude powers I've got the adamantine, which I used on that, and I've got alabaster, which means I do not suffer negatives from being impaired physically. So that's the only bonuses I have. So I've got 4 health left and 2 superficial will, and the willpower is math, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whilst it's not physical impairment, it is mental impairment. So
It is mental impairment.
you can
yes.
feel this blade in your chest and it is beginning to burn. The beast comes from behind him and grips him by the shoulders and pulls him out. As she pulls him out, she throws him towards the crowd of people. You hear as he lands into the middle of the throng, people shouting and screaming, as he grunts as he hits the ground and rolls. She turns and she runs off towards the wall and jumps over it.
Okay, so she already does it. I'm going to attempt to soaring leap myself. Is that -2 on this one because it's a physical roll or not?
It's meant to be to all rolls, but as this is
That's
as an
fine.
escape, we'll allow it.
As escape, you allow it. Alright, so what would you like me to roll for this jump? Just athletics and
Strength
dexterity?
and athletics. As it's soaring leap, it's
Strength.
it's a potent bar.
And athletics. This is off to a great start. Yeah. Alright, 4 successes.
Yep, and you're able to just run towards the wall and jump over it as you hear the screams and as he begins to get up.
Alright, I'm gonna just say, just fucking run.
She grabs you and picks you up. But you find, however, when you're on this side of the wall, you see you're in an area that is blocked off by another wall, a much taller wall that goes about 30 feet in the air. There are containers all around the place. But she grabs you and she begins to drag you away. And it's not long before both of you come across a fissure in the wall, which looks like it's been broken recently. There's stone and gravel all around the floor. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but she drags you inside and is able to put you down on the other side. And you see yourself on the opposite side of this wall. You see beside you a massive stadium with adverts going up and down. You see people walking up and down the streets. You hear the sound of gunfire in the distance, but that's absolutely normal. And this is it's your first time in Dogtown. You notice that it's quite different than some other places you've seen. It looks sort of run down, but also like a hub of activity. It looks like a construction effort had been made here, but had quickly stopped. You see a large temple in the distance that goes up into a pyramid shape with a large beam of light, green evanescent light shooting out the top.
Okay. All right.
Who the fuck was that?
That was the local law enforcement for us.
You should have told him the names.
Yeah, well, you know what? I told the names, and I keep getting other people in trouble, and I really don't want to fucking get other people in trouble. Holy fuck, this burns. All right. How full is the street where we are?
It's quite full of people walking up towards the stadium. You can hear people talking excitedly as they go into it. You see a lot of guards around the place as well. Further in the street, down below you, you can see what looks like mechanized armaments that are walking around on two legs. Machines with machine guns.
I look at her. How strong is the scent?
In here smells worse than out there.
But I
But
will also...
I've got it.
Okay. Alright, first things first, we need to get off these streets, and we need to find some sustenance. I look at her. How badly is she messed up?
She has a cut along her chest, but she's slowly transforming back to her normal self. Well, not as normal as the beast can be. She's gotten smaller, starting again at 5'6", and the hair is starting to recede into her arms and legs and chest, and she's taking on a less bestial form. But you can still see the large searing scar and cut along her chest.
Yeah, alright. We're gonna need sustenance. Let's get off these streets first of all.
She begins to walk down this hill, down these steps, and people are staring at you, but they're not really paying all that much attention. People in your condition of hobbled over and the like are quite normal on these streets.
Okay.
And as you walk forward, you can see how different this place is compared to the other side of the wall. You can see how people are living here, and some seem to be living in squalor while others seem to be living it up. Some are driving really fancy cars while others are just trying to break into vending machines for a quick snack. And they're all quickly chased off by security guards who are dressed in what would seem to be paramilitary uniform. And when you come across what looks like a city, like a small city centre, and you see all these shops on top of bridges and smaller shops and the like, and places that sell weaponry and all that sort of stuff, you see people who are just trying to survive. It's a very sad state of affairs in this part of town. It is called a combat zone for a reason, because you need to be hardy to live here. Is Tony looking for some food? Is Tony looking to eat?
Tony is looking very, very desperately, I would imagine at this stage, for something to drink, but because of how badly that damaged him, he's also going to be very cautious that wherever he eats,
it's not going to cause another scene.
Okay.
So a dark alley, an abandoned place somewhere where he could feed and heal in peace for a few moments would be what he's searching for.
Do you tell the beast this?
Yeah, I will reiterate some along those lines, saying we need food, we need shelter, and we need to lay low. We can't fight that fucker again.
Then sit the fuck down.
And she walks over to this alleyway, which is between two shops and a main thoroughfare of road, and she just throws you into the trash.
I'll be back.
And she walks off.
You're a sweetheart.
And about 10 minutes goes by before she begins to walk in, back down the alleyway with two people in either hand, both of them unconscious. She throws one towards you and then just unceremoniously bites into the neck of the second.
I will feed. Just out of the quick glance, do these two look like homeless people, or do they look like local gangsters, or
They look like they live here. So take from that what you will.
May I roll a dice to decide what Tony does, if I am unsure of it myself?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to drain my vessel dry.
Okay. So you're going
So
to
that
go
restores free.
all the way to 0 hunger?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And can I attempt to heal?
You can attempt to heal the superficial damage, yes.
How many times can I attempt to do it in this short amount of time?
You can attempt to heal as much superficial damage as you want.
But each one is one rouse check, and each successful one heals one superficial.
Oh yes, per rouse check you would mend by 1, so you need to do 7 rouse checks to heal 7 points of superficial damage.
I will do 4, just to heal the 4 superficial that I have and leave the aggravated.
Okay, yep. So you've
Okay,
drained this man dry of everything he has, and you want to heal all the points. So go for it. Heal as much as you wish.
Does it only heal on a success, or it heals regardless, but any failure is just
It
a hunger,
heals,
right?
yeah, heals regardless, but a failure is a hunger.
Okay. Second. Alright, yep, so I succeeded in 2 and I failed in 2, so I'm back up to 2 hunger, and do I apply a stain to my humanity for this, or 2?
You do indeed apply a stain.
Yep, okay,
The
understood.
beast also fed from her vessel and drank it dry, and throws the body towards you. It crashes into the trash.
Are you ready to go?
Deal with the appetite. Yeah, let's continue.
She shakes her head and rolls her eyes in a very and begins to walk
yeah.
out.
And as I walk, I'm like, oh yeah, if you do have a comment, I do suggest you make it now.
Dodge.
And she begins to walk down the street.
I'll follow and I'll say, yeah, I would attempt to do that next time, but it kind of seemed like you could use some help as well at the time. And I gesture through the room.
And you guys begin to walk through Dogtown. You can see the cars passing you by again. Some are really, really nice. Some look like they've been pieced together from different cars, and they don't quite fit, but the 4 wheels are working, so they get you from A to B. A few of them look like they have weapons on them.
Right. Right. This place is a powder keg, so let's stick to the outskirts as best we can. I don't wanna start another shit show here.
Yeah. And she keeps her nose to the air, sniffing. And she follows the streets, going what seems to be upwards, until finally you guys come to where they're here somewhere. And in front of you there is a sign that reads Terra Cognita. There is a welcome sign that is busted to the right hand side. There is what looks like a parking structure with orange neon parking sign, and the only letters, it has several letters busted, and the only letters that remain are PAIN. And as you guys get closer, you suddenly hear the sound of an alarm going off. And then you hear the sound of gunfire.
Coming from inside the bar, the location, or
So
outside?
before you, it's a very open area. Before you, there are steps going up to what looks like two security gates that have been busted. And there's walls going across, there's a fence going across either side. It reads Terra Cognita Tech Park. From what you can tell from where you're looking at, it looks like it's the opening to perhaps like a fairground or a exhibition.
Okay, I got you. So it's like, seems like it's a big area, a big open market area. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And the commotion is coming from inside in this location where we're at. Does it look like it's been broken into or just normally entered?
From where you are, it looks like the gates were never properly built, or if they were destroyed a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Are they in there? Apparently.
She shrugs and begins to walk up the steps.
Whoa. Well, if there's a gunfight happening in there, well, fuck it, we can't really avoid it anywhere. Let's just keep your head down. Let's just see what we're dealing with first. Sorry.
Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, you said it's up the stairs, because I don't want to do a soaring leap in front of an audience again. So I'm asking more questions.
Yeah. So upstairs, you just walk up a flight of stairs, and then there's two security gates that look like they've busted down. They've looked like that for a while, it seems.
Okay. So and the commotion seems like it's coming in from inside the park beyond the gates, correct?
Yes.
Is there any high ground just near us that we can quickly climb to get a better vantage point, or is it all pretty much equal?
There's a cliff face to the left-hand side.
Overlooking the market?
Overlooking, yeah. The fence stops just as the cliff face goes further up.
Okay, does it seem like it's a easy, quick climb, or is it going to take like hours?
I mean, it wouldn't say quick and easy, but you can climb it.
I'm gonna say let's get a vantage point before we do anything. I wanna try and see if we can get out just up the cliff just to see a little bit better about what's going on.
Roll me your strength athletics.
I got no successes,
But
I also got two bestial failure.
So you put your hands on this wall and try to ease yourself up, and you don't know if it's from the searing, burning wound in your chest, but you just cannot get purchase onto this rock face, and you can feel a trickle as your blood begins to seep down your chest, perhaps from putting so much weight into trying to climb yourself up. Take 1 point of hunger.
Okay.
What are you doing? This is fruitless. Just go through the gate.
Yeah, you got a point. Fine, let's just go through the fucking gate.
The beast turns around and follows you.
Yeah,
And as you walk up the stairs, you're met by an open area. It's a large area with other buildings to the side. It looks like a construction area that was never finished. There are large diggers and construction equipment just tattered around the place. There are now men running in what look like shorts and tank tops with masks over their face. Their masks sort of like meld and hide their face from looking at anyone, and they're all running towards a building at the very, very top. And as you look forward, you see that this here place goes forward and then up another. There's two more stairs going upwards, in this very open area. It's like an exhibition park area where there's buildings all over the place. And you see that there's a very large building at the very, very back of this park that sort of that everyone seems to be running towards.
when we say everyone, how many people are we roughly talking about here?
From what you can see, about 6.
Alright. And do these look like normal humans, or do they look really jacked up, or...
From what you can tell, they look normal, but what is normal in this day and age?
Yeah, that's fair. Is there... And does it seem like there's an active commotion because there's a gunfight happening up at that building?
That's where you can hear the gunshots coming from.
And the building is... I'm guessing it's just as ill-maintained as the rest of it, right?
Yes.
I'll be like, look at her, and I'll be like... Alright, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you've been in plenty of combat-related situations, knowing how you're made. Considering what you know about the scent, and considering your experience with the current times, is that where they would be? Was that where they are? If you had to take a guess.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And they start the fight without me. Of course. Alright, let's just let's go. I wanna see if, judging by the way the people are running, there's only 6 so far and they're all running up there. Is there any stragglers that I can see or anything like that?
No, they all seem to be rather organized, all running towards that one direction.
Okay. I want to try and follow in their wake, but obviously keeping to cover and from a safe distance as best we can.
Can
And I'm
sneak
going
up.
to relay that to...
Yeah.
Huh?
You
Yeah,
can see
I'm gonna relay
you
that.
can see the beast is getting more and more agitated because she wants to get in there. She wants to kill, rip, and tear. But she follows your orders only because she has to.
Okay. I want to try and activate an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we're going into a dangerous area. I want to try and activate nebulization.
And for those at home, would you like to explain what that is?
So, the flavor text reads, the Kindra's body changes in part to smoke and mist when struck, confounding the enemy and limiting their blows. If successful, the enemy's strength and brawl / melee and dexterity plus brawl / melee / firearms rolls, so any combat related rolls, suffer a 2 dice penalty when attacking the user. This penalty should be applied to any other mundane physical attacks targeting the user, but the ability does not weaken attacks made with fire or sunlight.
And it only lasts
it
for
does
a
cost.
scene.
It will last for about 10 minutes. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And it requires a rouse check and a test for me to pass.
Mhm.
Rouse check. Cocked dice. Rouse check is a success.
I did try to activate the ability, but it does not function, unfortunately.
But you
So
don't
we're
know
gonna have
that.
to try late.
To be fair, you
Yeah.
don't know that yet. No one's tried to hit you.
Yeah, true.
So, for all you know, the ability has worked. We'll see what happens. So,
We'll see what happens.
you both begin to sneak up towards this scene that is going on. The sounds of gunfire going off. You hear people running. Roll me a wits awareness.
Oh, it's an awareness, again still applying a -2 to roll. Three and awareness 1, so -2. 1 success.
One success, you feel like something is watching you, but you don't know what. As you continue to sneak through this area until you get to the bottom of the steps towards Digimortal, which is just above. And that's where we'll end the session. With Tony listening to the gunshots, being watched by something, and the beast being ready to rip, tear, and kill. So,
Oh boy.
let's see where this leads us next episode. I want to thank you all for coming. I know this episode was a bit of a change, a little bit different, but you know, these things happen. And we hope to see you again next week. I have been Mike, your storyteller. I have been joined by Peter Wolfman. If you want to check out their stuff and see where nebulization comes from, please do check out Storyteller's Vault. I've also been joined by Sir Cuttlefish. If you want to know where they're from, check Sir Cuttlefish in all media. And Jay Coluto, also known as Brad Hardwick or Rookie JR. Search their names anywhere on the internet and you will find them being as awesome as they always are. So for me, thank you all for coming. Love you all very much. And remember, if you can't keep it clean, don't get stabbed by the sheriff. Keep it scary. And we'll see y'all later.